is that Brock Lesnar is going to return for this year's 2012 Royal Rumble. But the real question is, why the fuck do we want him there? I mean, don't anybody remember his horrendous last match with Bill Goldberg?
Goldberg with a second spear! Jackhammer! The jackhammer! The hook of the leg! And Goldberg breaks!
And this just comes soon after his retirement from the UFC. Which, even though he was very good in there and he was a great athlete, he didn't accomplish anything. He didn't do jack shit in UFC, and that just goes to show he's a money-grubbing fucking whore who wants to actually fucking cash in on the simplest paycheck. And the reason that WWE wants to bring him in to do this year's Royal Rumble and possibly a long-term contract is the fucking most stupidest thing they can do. This is just recycling old talent to try to introduce them to a new audience. And you know what? This isn't how you freaking do this. If you want to bring back an old talent, you bring back a talent that was actually good for the company. And I'm not saying views, because believe me, I know Brock Lesnar is going to actually bring in a shit ton of people. He is going to bring the UFC crowd with him and the old fan base. But, do you really want a troublemaker like him back there? Do you want someone who's actually going to physically harm somebody in the ring if they don't do what they're supposed to do? And this is the problem with WWE right now. They are so desperate, so incoherently trying to make something good out of mediocrity that they have no other choice but to bring in has-beens and people who really have no fucking right to be in that ring. People who had their chance and basically bent Vince McMahon over and fucked him. So why the fuck is WWE actually even doing this? And other than money, there is no reason. I don't care about Brock Lesnar. I know a lot of people don't care about Brock Lesnar. He is a great athlete. He's a great talent. But the guy has a charisma on a microphone that slam it into a fucking wall. There's nothing there but cheap heat and a cheap pop. So WWE needs to stop trying to do this shit. They need to stop recycling old talent and old storylines and get a decent fucking writing team. Get a fucking writer who actually can write a good storyline. Not recycle old storylines or bring back old talent, because guess what? Who are you gonna compare fucking Brock Lesnar to? Who are you gonna match him up to? There is nobody who is going to work with him well. WWE doesn't have talent that's going to fit in with Lesnar's style. So, fucking why bring him in? Cheap paycheck. That is the only reason. There is no other reason. There is no other fucking reason other than for a little cheap paycheck. And this is the problem. This is the true problem with WWE right now. They need somebody to kick them in the fucking balls already. Just shove somebody up their ass that can challenge them, and so they actually make good decisions on who they're bringing in. Because if they don't, there is never going to be nothing but this mediocre, brain-dead PG shows that they're putting on right now. And I am sorry, WWE, I've been a lifelong fan, but you need to stop and think about what you're doing and actually give me some fucking entertainment. Yes, your wrestling's been top-notch. You have some of the best talented wrestlers in the industry. But guess what? Wrestling's a two-part show. It's storyline and athletic ability. You have the athletes, you need the charismatic performers. You need to give something new. So, honestly, why the fuck Brock Lesnar?